Oh, sorry. So I must get in now.
Yeah. You must stay there. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just while we're waiting, I wonder if I could just get your attention for a moment. My name is Simon, and I'm a businessman and a concerned and committed citizen. And a few years ago, I did a bicycle ride from Cape Town back to the UK, where I lived at the time. And 14,000 kilometers later, I arrived at the end. Come on in. And what I realized when I did that bicycle ride was that I'm just doing a little talk. So.
A lot of friends. That's interested in your life.
Oh, that's great. So I did this bicycle ride, and the lesson that I learned was anything is possible. And I grew up in South Africa, and I was one of these people that always talked about South Africa and was passionate about it, but I lived in England, and that wasn't right. So I decided to come back to South Africa, which is where I am now. And to my mind, I've traveled the world. I've been to almost every continent and many countries, obviously many of them in Africa. And what I've realized is that South Africa is the most extraordinary country. But there's something a little that I just don't get, is that if you read the newspapers and you see the TV, or you look at the radio, you wouldn't think so, right? So I've got this little plan, and my plan is that where I think it all starts is in connection with people. Because most of us don't really connect with ourselves, do we? We don't really connect with each other, not necessarily across racial grounds or in our families. So what I'm going to invite you to do, can I just have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very important thing I'm saying. What I'm going to ask you to do is something a little bit weird, but I think you'll really enjoy it. And I'm just going to ask you to just turn to the person next to you in the spirit of connection and relationship, and just say, how's it? Just connect with the person next to you and greet them and see what shows up. And if you want to be really adventurous, you can even give them a hug. So you can just greet them with a hug and say hi. And if anyone's got any questions,
I've got a question. Why don't you shut up so we can all just enjoy our own thoughts?
Well, that's I'm about to do that, and that's a great thought. Thank you very much indeed, sir, for your contribution. So apart from that, is there any other questions? There's a miserable old chap. There's a miserable old chap. So I'll do it again. All right, well, I'll start again. So please, will you just turn to the person if you're feeling really adventurous, give him a hug, right? And a hug goes like this. Give me a hug. You give me a hug. Because if we all hug each other, then we get to have a South Africa that works, that we can all see and we can all connect. Because if we look at the newspapers, then we see a whole bunch of different stuff. I've had enough. I hope you have. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. And pass on the love. Pass on the love. Thank you.